Yo, mic check, 1 2 1 2. Two City on the mic. Yo, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing today? It's your boy, me, Two Legit City, and today we're back into the oxygen not included. What's going on, people in the chat? How do you guys doing today? Bimaloja, Scaly One, Sean Corey. Hope you guys are doing well, and of course, happy Fridays. And it's a Friday today. And I don't know where you guys are at, but it is cold and it is wet because it is raining. Oh man. You're a bit quiet on my side. Very sorry. Am I a little bit quiet? I should be alright. The volume should be okay. Nothing's changed. I'd recommend turning up the volume if you don't hear me that well. It's 76 over here. Oh man, dude. It's like we have rain for the next 4 hours. It's just rain, man, all day right now. But of course, hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's ready for the weekend. And we are going back into the Baator Mamba. Last time, if you guys saw the VOD or the last stream, we were working on the sour gas boiler. And yeah, we tested it out and it was not actually good enough. So we got some extra steps we have to take before we're actually going to be finished today. So because we tested it during the last stream, we're going to make some additions today. And that's going to mean we're going to need some more super coolant. We be getting more snow next week. Oh, the rock gas. No, I forgot. I forgot to do that, Fractal Client. So he's talking about the death gas. The death gas is right here. It's a lot of gas form of magma. So basically imagine this many tons of magma in one tile. Didn't let it out. Didn't let it out. Yeah, but Arizona is like... they're a true desert. Like they have sand over there. Alright, we have sand over here too, but... Arizona is different, man. Arizona is different. You gotta understand, they gotta pay people to move out there in order for them to live there. Like, Arizona be like that sometimes. Do you get any government grants for that? Or any job grants? So that you could move out there and live out there? Alright, so another thing I think I needed was... wait, what happens? Entomb, that's fine. I do not, okay. Back 20 years ago, when I was still in... no, maybe more than 20 years ago. When I was in elementary school. My friend's older brother got an offer to move out to Arizona. So this was in, the early 2000s. And basically, they were like, we'll pay you to move over here, to live over here, to work over here. and that's what he did. And he became a, what do you call that? A dealer? He doesn't deal drugs. He works at a casino. So he deals cards. And that's what he does. He just works at casinos. I think he does blackjack. And they pay him to work, and they pay him to live over there. It's pretty crazy. So him and his girl moved over there, and they had kids. And then they just, do the thing over there. But yeah, that's the reason why I asked. I know someone that did that, so I was like, huh, I wonder if that's common. Alright, so let's make some changes to this, because we know we need to. So first thing we need is, we actually need more supercoolant. So we're going to be trying to deal with that. We're going to remove both steam turbines, so that we could break into the bottom. And we're going to use this room, since there's already a liquid drop lock over here. And we're going to use that, since this is both a vacuum, to break into here. That's just going to make it the easiest. So we are going to be waiting to remove the steam turbines, and then afterwards we'll remove this tile, and then we'll put a tile on top of this. And that should stop any gas from leaking out. Even if it does, we have a lock over here already. But what we need is the petroleum. We have no more. And we need the petroleum in order to make more supercoolants, as that's what we're out of right now. We have the fullerene, we have 5 tons, we have the gold, we don't have the petroleum. And if anything, we can make some more gold, so we should be fine. Make some more electrum into gold right here. So we're gonna have to do a couple of those things today. We're still building the power wire. I think we're gonna need a second one because I'm gonna want a second aqua tuner. We talked about that last time, chat. We needed the second aqua tuner. Alright, so luckily for us, we could potentially split this line onto another line. And I think we'll do that. Why is this like this? Hey, Susumu, coming in with the 7 months. Thank you so much. Enjoy the emotes, D20 Dice ad-free viewing. Don't forget that legit sub badge. But thank you so much for the support. I see you over there, Susumu. How are you? Hope you're doing well. So this one is this one, which goes here, and that's these two. Okay, so that's power feeding back. Okay, so that is correct. So I should remove this line so that I could pick up the wattage and use it for something else. Okay. So I want to do that. And I think I should try. And I think I could do it right here. Get away with it. Or maybe something like up top. Glad it's Friday and not on call this weekend. Being on call probably sucks, I imagine. Nobody wants to be on call, man. Nobody does. So, yo, that's awesome. Get some time off. Do the things you gotta do. Hopefully you get to enjoy. Hell yeah to no on call. On call is not the business, man. Being on call is not the business. Alright, so we're going to use a small transformer. Because I think that's probably going to be the easiest way to do this. Since I'm just going to use a small transformer here. I really shouldn't. I should use the large one. It's a little bit more foolproof. Yeah, I'll use the large one. So we'll have that ladder there. That's going to have to be there. And we're just going to move this over to here. What did I just do? Remove this. And then we're going to get a conductive wire. Make this out of lead. And this is going to go here. Just like so. And then that's going to basically take over the power for the pumps over here. And then we're going to run something else. Okay. What just happened? That was probably another entomb. Okay, so there's a little bit of a problem here. The problem, of course, has to do with the fact that my wires are tangled. My wires being tangled kind of sucks. So this power wire needs to bridge across, but it can't. Because the moment it bridges across, we do heat transfer. I don't want to do heat transfer here. We have a vacuum lock right now. So I need to figure out a way to do this. It usually means I need to do that, right? But that doesn't connect. That's very unfortunate. Tangled wires, normal life with a cat. I know, right? Oh, that reminds me. There he is. Mamba. He's very zoomed out today. There we go. Mamba's napping, boys. Mamba's napping. Mamba needs a little space, that's all. No, it's because it's raining. He's really cold, so he's just napping right now. Napping as hard as he can. Would a wire to the bottom then cross the liquid bridge up and solve it? Potentially. I guess we will have to do something jank like that for the time being. So this has to go like this. Wait, that doesn't change anything. The only thing that helps is putting a bridge here. Okay. That means this bridge is gone. I think I have it. Yeah, there's a wire already there. I think I have it though. I think I have it. I need to reroute this like that. Oh wait, no. Yeah, no, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. We're actually fine. I'm just tripping, I'm just tripping. I'm actually fine, I'm actually fine. All I need to do is do this. That's actually all I need to do. That's all I need to do. Wire straight up. Alright, now we need to finish that, and then we'll be okay. I'm tripping, boys. Alright, we're good, we're good. Everything's gonna be okay. Alright, they could do the wire. Easy stuff. Lead. It's not gonna break. We have enough glass, I believe, to get the Great Monument head. But the lower wire is redundant. No, it's just not connected. It will connect. It will connect. I'll show you. I'll show you. So this wire is used. That wire is used. This wire is a reverse line that feeds back from a steam turbine. And then there's this one that's not being used yet. I need to connect it to the aqua tuner at the bottom where the sour gas boiler is. This one is connected to my ranching stuff, but it's also going to head towards the sour gas boiler. So I'm taking off these two pumps, and I'm moving them to this top line up top. So we're going to cut this line here and cut it here. So this line that's feeding the pumps right now goes to the bottom only. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. I'm rerouting, yes. I'm just rerouting. So basically, we have these two wires going down to the sour gas boiler. That's basically going to be my power source. That means I need to do this, though. I gotta mine this out. Since I'm gonna have a second aqua tuner, I think it's gonna be necessary, so we're gonna do that. Also, we need to temper the temperature of the supercoolant. Alright, so these go to the bottom, which is fine. These two filters shouldn't be needed. This is jank gas, but it is what it is. We could honestly just dump the natural gas into chlorine from now on. We don't have enough anywhere else that I think I need to worry about it. Some of it's getting trapped over here, but that's about it. And then otherwise, we have the gases sorted out. I wanna capture all of it though. That's fine. We know that this filter is not going to be running too often then. So I think what I do is this. I bridge this across. Right, because this is at 1440. We take away both of these pumps. That is 960. And then I take away another 240 watts. That's 240. That's what? 720 plus 1200. That's 1920. So I think that's all I need to do. And then once I do that, I cut this line. Hopefully my aqua tuner didn't turn on for 1 second, because that would suck. Alright, so this is nice. There's power here. Alright, so this was already okay, I believe. I did want to redo this radiant pipeline a little bit. And I think I wanted a second steam turbine. Okay, so now for this part. The power wire here, it's going to be okay now. Once we have that, all we have to do is reroute the top line, which is actually done, so we'll do that now. Cut this, cut this. We remove that. And then let's have this connect. And then this connects to the top. And then we should be good. Yep, 720, and no one's using it because it's all on automation. This is on the other line that has consumers but is currently inactive. Pump still rolling. Good, good. And then we'll clean this up. Alright. Good stuff, good stuff. Making some glass, we need that still. Alright, so the power wires should be fine. Now let's make the changes to this that we know we need to make. So the first one I believe I know we need to make is I needed a hydro sensor here. So hydro, steel, here. Automation, steel, here. This wouldn't have mattered because it shouldn't have, it should never melt. Now the thing with this is I need a ladder here. I don't know if this ladder stays there. And the reason behind that's because I'm going to have an auto sweeper here. And then a ladder. Alright, so we're going to reroute our ladders. So that means both of these have to be removed. And then we need temp shift plates as well. So we're going to add some extra temp shift plates. And that's all we're going to need. Is the top one made out of diamonds? It's granite. Okay, so I need some more diamond to make that work. Diamond at the bottom, diamond over here. I could technically use aluminum though. For that specific location. These want to be diamond because they're going to be... oh no, they're cobalt. Cobalt's actually better, huh? And this is aluminum. Okay, we'll use aluminum here as well because we have a lot. Right? We have a lot of aluminum. Alright, so the 4 temp shift plates here, it's pretty important. We do that. And then the next thing I think I wanted was this. We want some more solids. And then we want some diamond tiles here. Classic stuff. Alright, so the diamond tiles are going to hold the thermal energy. So that way we could solidify the sour gas that creeps through the tunnel and it falls straight down. And it happens the moment the gas gets to this tile. Temp shift plate, we'll move the radiant pipe up 1 tile. We have new printables. It's a pip. Too many critters, man. We're gonna start to lag. We're gonna have to kill some more fish. Alright, so this is ready. This is actually not that hot, so let's actually try to sweep this really quick. Whoa! Oh, that's not the sweep button. That's not the sweep button. No one saw that. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. That's totally how it looks. Did I cut anything else up? No, we good. Nobody saw that. We just sweeping. Accidentally just cut up the entire map. Oh man. Alright, so we need a tile here. And then the ladders were going to be here, here, here. So I go from here to here. So that's a 1 tile. Technically, I'd be better off kind of like this. I could still make the jump up. And then I do want to make a minor change here so that the oil doesn't all leak to the bottom. I don't want this oil getting hot. It probably still does because of the gas, but it should be fine. Alright, so we'll have that built first, and then we could ladder down, and then we could get the petroleum. We're probably just going to pitcher pump it all up, and then have it brought to the molecular forge. Let me turn off the fullerene. Should be good. We have a lot. And then we also need more diamonds now as a result. We need to make sure to tap into this later. I'm also going to probably want to seal this up so that this is safe from us tapping into the diamond stuff. It makes a lot of sense. Put some insulated tiles here. Have to have a separate entrance, which is probably fine. Okay, so we know we're building this. These are all aluminum. Aluminum, 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 diamond tiles. Okay. So I believe it was this. I could reach the bottom. We want steel. And then I could put the loader here. That's also steel. Oh wait, can I actually put the loader there? Oh, I can, because I'm going to pre-cool it. Yeah. This is fine. Alright, so that's going to be there. So that's going to have to be on the power line, of course. Another 240 watts, which is actually okay. That's just about the limit. Oh, but then we have the wattage from the other stuff. Maybe I could swap some of the wires later on. Alright, so another thing we're going to need is we're going to redo the steam turbine right here. And the vents. And we're also going to redo the radiant piping. So the radiant piping is fine. I just want to have a layer up top. And I want to reverse the flow. I want to do top down. It makes more sense that way. If we go left to right, the coldest liquid should be at the top, and then it should get warmer as it goes down. If it goes the other way, we get that weird cascade effect, I think. I think it's better if we do the other way. So here, 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 here. Okay, maybe we don't need this. And we go up to here. So we go here, here, here. Yeah, that makes more sense. So this would probably go into here. This goes up to the top, and then we'll cut it up. And we wanted to have this radiant pipeline be from another aqua tuner instead. So we're going to be modifying that as well. So that most likely means this insulated pipeline is going to get removed. And we're going to have to add some more tiles to the left. Jack boys, what's good? Nice to you over there. How are you? Hope you're doing well, Jack. How have you been? We got the yodelers hanging out, doing their thing. It's been a good while. It's been good. Nice. Did you get a new hard drive for your modded Arma games, Kappa? I know you play a lot of that. And I know that's a meme in the Arma community. As a matter of fact, yes. Seems legit, seems legit. Alright, since both of these are... We'll do the power later. It shouldn't matter right now. Alright, so I potentially want a second steam turbine on here, although it's not needed. We could try to center the steam turbine a little bit better, though. Because I do want a second aqua tuner here. So, let's think about what we need. 400 gigabytes, come on, it's not that bad. That sounds like if I installed World of Warcraft and every expansion, and then probably multiply that by 10 times. So 10 copies of WoW, all expansions and updates. I'm just saying, man. That's a lot of space. Alright, so we know we need to replace this with steel. And we're also probably going to need to remove these insulated tiles. Because we're going to have to push this to the left. Most likely. Since we're in a vacuum, it's not going to matter too much. Now, we know we need another aqua tuner. The problem is the piping, and depending on where I want to put this. We could actually put it here. I would need one more space on the left side tile. And then it's potentially a thing. So it would be like this. We would have another metal tile here. And then this would be sealed up. I think that has to be the play, right? And then what am I using? These are all just igneous. then is there anything that I have to worry about in terms of heat? This is mafic. That actually melts pretty fast. Let's replace this with obsidian. Same thing here. I would love to replace these with obsidian, because it's going to be near the heat source most of the time. I also want to change this to green signal above 0. I think above minus 100. Because I think we're going to bring it down to minus 100 with the minus 170 methane. It's going to happen. This is also above 100. I'm alert now. Gotcha, Jack boys. Appreciate the lurks. Thank you so much. Oh, we also have to remove this timer sensor. This is not needed anymore. I need to put a new Atmos sensor on the corner right here. The automation's in the way. I have to bridge cross. There's otherwise no way for me to get the wire out to the left side. I need the sensor on this tile as well. This one might not be needed anymore, so let me cut that. No, we had to do something else with that, that's right. I need an AND gate for this. So this vent tile right here needs to get a AND gate signal for this to work. And the hydro sensor we have right here is not done properly. It should be like this. There we go. And then this one needs to trigger that. So this is an Atmos sensor. Do I need a second trigger? I don't think I do. I might just be okay with the Atmos sensor trigger and nothing else. What's going on, Galadera? How are you? I see you over there. I hope you're doing well. So the Atmos sensor is to make it so that not too much gas. Oh, that shouldn't matter then, right? Yeah. I'm thinking it shouldn't matter. I think, okay, I think I got it. No one's dying? Okay. So what we were using before was the Atmos sensor inside, hoping that regardless of what we throw at the design, that it melts it. I realized that that was a very amateurish mistake. The sour gas boiler is not strong enough to bully any amount of mass when it comes to the sour gas. So instead, we have to have a pressure set. And we're going to use an Atmos sensor to set that. I don't want to put a bridge here, although it doesn't really affect much. I'm thinking I could actually put the sensor here instead. The logic being that I'm going to pump the gas out anyways. Yeah, so I think that works. So we take the automation wires. We deconstruct this. And then we deconstruct this sensor, and we have to put this sensor over here. Another thing I'm going to want to do is take another cobalt. So we had one here, and we need one here now for the temperature plates. After that, I am going to want a pump made out of steel in the corner. This sounds weird, but I think this works out really well. I think that works out really well. It's a very weird design, though. And then we got to remove this ladder, I think. Hope to be this good at Oni one day. I see you, Fractal Kind. Dude, man, all you got to do is play the game a lot. I just take little projects at a time. That's the way to do it. The only difference is that I've played this for over 2 years, pretty consistently. So I've been learning every step of the way. So it's like, you guys could do it too. It's just a lot of the times people don't have the luxury of time to, you know, be in their favor. Alright, so this is okay. So we're gonna redo this now. So guys, close your eyes. Alright, perfect. That was not perfect. Igneous rock. This goes straight down. And then the setup is this. And then this goes in this way. And we want to do here, 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 here to the top. And then from there, we want to go cancel. Here, here, here. Cancel. And then I want to reroute the supercoolant to the right pipeline. So we do this. Cancel. Now, what are my pipelines made out of? Oh, it's ceramic. Oh, that's even better. I'm not going to bop my ceramic. That's better than igneous. Alright, that should be good. Soul-sucking corporate job gets in the way a lot. It'd be like that sometimes. You hate to see it, though. Gotta have the JOB. Steam says I have 1,300 hours. But I'm pretty sure I accidentally left it running, paused overnight, many, many times. Yo, man. That's all that matters. You got the good numbers. Something overheated. What? How did something overheat? I'm actually worried. What could have overheated? Like, seriously. I saw that pop up, and I'm a little bit worried now. Alright, we disabled pitcher pumping here for the crude oil. And then we're going to dump crude oil via pitcher pump over here, so that we could pitcher pump from here and pull it out. That's going to be something I think it's going to help us out, because we do want the petroleum. We need some more petrol. Alright, so we're going to be doing that, and then we're going to be pitcher pumping the petroleum. Petroleum shouldn't get dumped out here. It's unchecked. Everything else should be fine. Was the sour gas pit intentional design, or are you fixing a boo-boo? No, so we're playing on a modded planet called the Baator planet. So this is not a normal planetoid. This is supposed to simulate the 10 biomes of hell, or the 10 layers of hell. And for the most part, this was naturally all mercury, also steam, and sour gas. So this area right here, in its entirety, was composed of glass, iron, fossil, electrum. And if you're not familiar, this is electrum. This is a gold-silver alloy. And I'm not even kidding when I say all of this. Now, this biome had 3 gases. It had 200 kilograms of steam, 200 kilograms of sour gas. And then you had a couple of bubbles of CO2 at the bottom. So for the most part, no. This was the result of me using a steam turbine to pump up all the steam, since steam is lighter, and I used that to fill my spawn water up. After that, all the steam got pumped out. You can see there's a little bit remaining. Sour gas started to spread everywhere, because that's the second largest entity. Now I'm just pumping that out. And we have the sour gas in the infinite storage. So it wasn't fixing a boo-boo. This was the natural biome. It's because we're playing on a weird map. Like, look at this. This is mercury. You don't see this on a normal playthrough. So that's the reasoning why. Oh, this is starting to overheat. Of all things. Wow, the regolith is really that hot, huh? I'm actually pretty impressed. Alright, so we're going to have to replace these. I need to come in here with a steel sweeper so it doesn't overheat. What is cooling this? Oh, we have a radiant pipe right here. Oh, that's a meme. That small radiant pipe. It's trying to cool down the sweeper and stop from auto heating. Napolini, save us. We need a steel sweeper. Alright, so shipping, sweeper, steel. Should be good. Mercury is everywhere. I see you over there, Mercury. Alright, so that should be good. This is going to be open now. The only thing that's kind of scary about this is that we have spore kits here. But we should be safe. Once the ladder is done, we're just going to mine out all the depleted uranium. There's a little bit of nuclear waste. And I do want to take a pitcher pump here. Made out of ceramic so it doesn't overheat. Should be good. Okay, so that's going to be that. So this is going to come straight down. As that's going to be a separate box now. Automation should be fine. This is below 500. Let's go with below 100. We want it to be sour gas in this room. And then green signal if it's below 20,000. Okay, so that's good. So we're replacing the insulated tile, temp shift plate. The automation here doesn't need to be there anymore. And I believe we're using a signal here instead with a Atmos sensor to trigger everything, which should be fine. This needs to go down to 1 second. The 6-second buffer should be fine. And then we're pumping out. So we pump from this room to the top. Right? So it should be like that. So this room barely changes, if at all. Ah, that's because we're not using the tunnel shaft anymore. That's right. So I do need to get rid of these ladders, 100%. Alright, Diachronic's gonna get stuck. Oh, already stuck. Feels bad. How can I save Diachronic? Diachronic is stuck, boys. Oops, Diachronic in chat. I see you over there. We need to save this man. It's okay, we need access to sweep anyways. Alright, this is gonna be the entrance. Alright, so that means this should be okay to be sealed then. You're not gonna die, don't worry. He was just trapped. You know? It's what we call in the business a rookie mistake. He's gonna be okay, man. He's gonna be fine. Didn't you want 2 steam turbines? I thought about it. I don't think we need to. It would be nice to have, because it guarantees I don't have to worry about it. But I don't think we need it. I was thinking about that, and I did say that earlier, I believe. I'm like, oh, it'd be kind of nice to have one of those. It'd be kind of nice to have one of those, man. Alright, so we know we need a thermal pipe sensor. I see you over there, though, Geek, Diachronic. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are having a good one. Alright, so that goes into here. And this is going to get sealed up. Oh, they could just go around. Yeah, that's going to be fine. So we'll seal this up to have access. And then the pipeline is going to have to look weird, right? Because I think we have to do this. And then I need this. And this is going to be priming liquid. Oh, does that mean this goes like this? That's so jank. I mean, it is what it is. I can't be mad about that. We have to have a 1-drop outlet, and then this goes into here, and it cools the steam turbine. So that works pretty well. And then afterwards, we run this. And we don't need it to go all the way. It's just to run a chill line over here. And that also means we will probably run this line over here. Make this out of cobalt. Not perfectly overlap, but should be fine. You think you would flip the tuner? It should be fine. I don't think it's going to really affect anything, flipping it or not. And after that, I guess we just release the sulfur here. At least temporarily. Uglarvis, what's good? I see you over there. Hope you're doing well. And then I still need the radiant pipeline right here for the natural gas. This is going to be like negative temperatures. So I think... Nah, I guess we could just have it here. This probably needs to do that. Cancel. That's a pump out. I don't think we're going to use this cold energy for anything. Flip the tuna. We chillin', we chillin'. Awesome, awesome. Alright, so this is done. So I could mine this out. Good stuff, good stuff. Still got the vacuum. Okay, cool. So this is the idea. When we do this, we're gonna have sour gas released. This is gonna be sealed up, so we maintain a certain amount of sour gas here, and we release it as we need it. And then if we release, we start releasing more so we could make more boil. What happens afterwards is we pump it up. The steam turbine aqua tuner combo here should cool down all the sour gas released into here, right? It should be able to do that and bring it to at least like 150, 180-ish, down from 600. That's what this is at, 550. Or, well, yeah, from 550. So we should cut like more than half of the thermal energy like that, right? And then that should bring it down. After that, we are able to pump it up to 275. We pump it up and we release it to the top room so they don't move up naturally anymore. And I want to do that with a regular gas vent. The logic being that the regular gas vent will self-pressurize, right? And since it self-pressurizes, it allows the area up top to maintain a certain pressure limit so that it's never overwhelmed. Now, at the same time, I could also use a high pressure vent. I don't know which one is better. I probably do want to use the high pressure vent. And if I do, I think that means I need to add a sensor to that. Atmos pressure sensor. I think that might be the smart play, actually. The only thing I'm worried about is melting the plastic. I don't think that's going to happen. So we'll just put this here. We know this is going to be sealed as well. And then we're going to want a automation line for an Atmos sensor right here. Wait, that was made out of steel. Good, good. And then we'll tie the sensor to that. On the insulated pipe, I will just use mafic rock. I don't think it's ever going to get above 900 degrees. It should never. So we're just going to pump that out like that. This is the natural gas warmer. We warm up the methane, and then we pump up the natural gas and run that on some rails to chill down the sour gas a little bit. This is theoretically should be negative temperatures. Should always be minus 100. Alright, so we're gonna sweep. This is sweep. This. I hope I didn't hit the pliers. Alright, so with that, we have to wait for them to build. And then we need to make more supercoolant, which we have. Okay, my dupes are working on it. Nice, nice. So if that's the case, I need to reroute my power now so that we get to the right location. So we can't reach this. Okay, it's good to know. Put the ladder there so they can build that. Right, now we need a second power line. So, most likely that's going to be here. It's going to be here. So we'll probably run a second line like that. So I could go down, over, right? Like that. Got that. And then technically I need to mine this then. Because I want to go like this, which means I do that. And then I go this way. And then this goes like that. And then we swap the power lines. So I think that means we add a second line like that. So this goes straight down, this goes to the bottom one. After that, this should go to here and here. So we have the 2 lines. The right side line should be the empty line, right? That's the 240 line, which is not good. Currently, we have 1680, 240 with that. That's what? 1920. Okay, so that's 1920 watts. I really don't want to get any more. I actually probably want to move, I think, the lower pump, one of these pumps, to here. Because this is what, 14? And how much do we have here? 7. Okay, that's actually not good. So this is after we move the wires too. I guess we don't need the filters anymore. We need this one, but not the other 2. So I could move basically 240 watts off. So that's what? 480? 480, 720, 1920. So I have 80 watts. Yo, that's gotta be a meme, right? That's gotta be a meme. I don't have enough power wires. Can I use a different wire for some of this? I could pull this wire. Oh, that's super meme sauce. Pull this across and down, and then bop the 3 loaders here. I could actually get all of this on a separate wire. Oh my god. I wouldn't be able to build here, though. That's the only downside. I would have to, like, deconstruct the walls, build out the ladders. That might actually not be that bad of an idea. I could lose a little bit of the ranching for these guys. So this wire is only 720. I'm actually going to do it. I think that's a great idea. We go like this. And we go straight down. Yeah. And the logic is, we can't build some of this, so we have to deconstruct some of the buildings. So I'm gonna do a weird design like this. And then hopefully we'll be able to build everything. And then that frees up my wires at the bottom. Okay, that should help us out. Now, the next thing we need to do is get super coolant in the line. So we have this. That should connect. I don't want to replace that with ceramic. That comes out. That's safe. This is the super coolant line. No temp ships on this. The only other thing with this is I should seal this up. Actually, they might be using this to go in and out. That's true. That is true. And then I want to move the steam turbine 1 tile to the left, so that it's 1 tile on both sides that's open. Should be fine. Radiation, 6.7 rads. That's perfectly safe, actually. I don't know what they're talking about. Okay, so that should be good. That should be good. The only other thing I need to have on this is this pump line. So we're pumping up the hot 175 sour gas. We're going to direct act directly into here. It's not going to go through the bottom. We might actually want to use that to feed the bottom as a priming method, but I think I might just pump it into the top. Because not only do we have a lot of sour gas, we have a lot of naphtha as well. So the naphtha here, we're going to have to boil the normal way, just by going over to here, right? But we're going to probably use the sour gas first, directly to the top, so we could prime up the system. That's probably going to be the important part. Making sure the temperature is right everywhere before we get it rolling. Alright, so what we're gonna need is to pump in the liquid. So this is at minus 100. Probably go lower. What's a good temperature for this? Use the 160 value. That would be super mean. So this is gonna be 169. Nice. And then this is going to be... Guys, I need a value between 169 and 100. Ah, black coffee. The bitterness. 101. 124. I'm gonna go with the diachronic. 124 is good. Shout out to Kobe Bryant. 101 was a little bit too... Have you ever seen the TV show called Psych? How do I pronounce the name? Sahydratha. Sahydratha? Sahydratha. Sahydrate. Domini is fine. Okay, I got you, Domini. Sahydrate? Sahydrate? I feel like I'm saying that correct, though. Sahydratha? Sahydrate? I feel like I almost got it. I feel like I was so close. 128 is better than 124 because it's base 2. I see you with that. That's fair. I'm still gonna go with the 124 though. It's a good value. So there was a. Have you seen the TV show called Psych? It's about two people. They're not police. They are instead independent investigators. And basically, the guy's dad used to be like a psychiatrist or something like that. So he knows about how the human mind works and things. And he taught his son. His son is the main character. So his son and his son's friends is basically good friends, grew up together. And, you know, they do the thing where they act like they're psychics. They're not. And what they're doing is that they're basically, for lack of better words, making reads on everyone. What that means is, you know, they make a guess, and if it hits, it hits. And for the most part, there's a lot of deduction going on. Now, that has nothing to do with what I was going to say. But in that show, there was an episode where there was a day where they were trying to pull pranks on each other. And what happened was that they confronted each other. One of them says, dude, I don't like when you do pranks. He's like, why? You either go too hard or you go too weak. And he's like, what do you mean? He's like, you remember that one time we wanted to prank our 3rd grade teacher? And he was like, dude, let's cut the brakes on her car. And he was like, no, you can't do that, man. He's like, no, that'd be funny. You should be driving and just can't stop. It'll be like the cartoons. And he's like, no, man, that's dangerous. Your life is in danger. And then there's another, they're like, dude, we should prank our 4th grade teacher this time. Oh, what do you want to do? Let's put a penny in his shoe. He's like, he's not even going to know there's a penny in his shoe. Why were we going to do that? So he was just talking about how it's like his friends, when he does pranks, he either goes too hard or too weak. And that's what I wanted to say. The 101, right outside of the beginning, that's what it reminds me of. It's like when you go to a magician and he asks you to cut the deck, and you literally just take the top card and you put it at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? It's like, wow, that's it? That's it? I thought it'd be a little bit stronger than that. I don't know, that's just me. Hyper-observant and photographic memory is on par what they use. Oh, yeah, really good memory, that's true. That was another thing. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. I feel like that was a good show to have playing in the background when you're doing something else. But that's not a show that I would say was something I love to watch and would make time available to watch that. You guys know what I'm saying when I say that? It's not that it's a bad show, but I wouldn't reserve time and go out of my way to be like, I need to see the next episode. It's cool though. Don't get me wrong. It's still pretty cool. Alright, the steel one is good now. This is fine. It's doing its business. Does that mean it's coming in hotter? We're at 76. Oh, temperature's actually going up. This is at 100? What in the world? Oh, we got steam. Oh, it's too hot, boys. Who would have thought? That's something I never would have thought of. It's actually too hot. Now we have steam inside. Totally legit. Now, the problem is the tempedizers will never work because it doesn't work in steam. It has to be submerged. Get the ceramic here. If you were bored and couldn't find anything better to watch, you watch. Yeah, it's true. I would easily pick, like, How I Met Your Mother over that, though. There's so much good TV, though, seriously. There used to be a lot of good TV. I haven't been following recently. Hasn't been really good shows. I remember back in the day, like, everyone would watch at least one of the major shows. I mean, this was before Game of Thrones went doo-doo. But, you know, you had Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, Sons of Anarchy, Breaking Bad. There was so many good shows back in the day. I haven't been following those. Is there anything at that level of, damn, that's a masterpiece? You would have to say that? Succession is one of the best things I've ever seen. Oh, is that out right now? That sounds like they're fighting for becoming the next king or something. It's a masterpiece. Okay, okay. What's the what's the word I'm looking for? What's the premise? I imagine they're all like backstabbing each other in order to become the next king. You want the synopsis? Yes, the synopsis. The Last of Us is tremendous. I didn't watch that because of all the backlash I heard about it. Anything usually on the controversial side like that, I try to avoid. MacGyver is king. We talking about Gilligan's Island? Yo, man, we talking about Gilligan's Island? It's supposed to be the Murdoch family. The dad owns a media empire, and it's getting old. The kids are fighting over to take over. Okay. Oh, wow. So is the Murdoch family like a real family? Is that based off of a true story? What was controversial about The Last of Us? They basically released a trailer, and then nothing of the trailer came out to be true. Basically, they did a massive rewrite over which characters appear when and where, the type of relationships they are, the type of orientation they have. That was basically... It's like... Imagine they take Game of Thrones and you see, you know, the Queen of Dragons. Blonde hair, you know, Emily... I don't know her last name. And then, out of nowhere, in the TV show, she's not blonde and it's not the same actress. And instead it's a dude. And now he's the Queen of Dragons. And it's like, what? I'm so confused, dude. This has nothing to do with what I saw in the trailer. Something like that. I don't know if that's actually what it was, though. Green signal if it's below. We'll go with 5,000. We could change that as we go about it. We have coal here for no reason. That's hot. Why are they moving that out of here? Did I need it for a generator? It's still pretty close to the game from what I told. Okay. Amelia Clark. There we go. Oh, she's a brunette. Didn't she play a blonde, though, in Game of Thrones? It's not so much the actors, or more so that they did, like, a crazy rework of, like, the characters in the story. That the fans were like, yeah, it's... what? That's almost Emily, though. Coming in is almost Emily. I see you over there. I see you over there, Emily. Coming in with that. I see you, I see you. Hello, what's going on, Memzer? How are you? I see you over there as well. Welcome on in. I need to get the super coolant into the line now. Let's go. So, let's get a bridge. Hello? And then let's do the connections. Get some juice into here. Let's go, let's go. She was blonde in Game of Thrones. Natural hair in Solo. Okay. Last of Us is very strong too. Recent episodes straight out repulse me. Triggering. That is good TV. Really? Okay, I see a fractal kind. I think it was hilarious. Testimony. Plead the fifth. Okay. Nothing slips past you. Hello? What's going on? Wait. Am I missing something? Domini? Clearly need to catch up. Okay. Are you using any mods? I have a couple of mods, but not too many. So the biggest mod I'm using right now is the Baator mod. And it's a custom planet start. So everything is normal. But I am on a custom starting planetoid that's supposed to be very hard. This is the planet. So there's a lot of things that you don't see because I've already conquered it, but it's supposed to be really hard. Like there's a lot of traps in the biomes. Things like this. Look at that. 220 tons of 2300 degree gas that basically melts anything other than abyssalite. That kind of is dangerous. So for the most part, I've already dealt with a lot of the problems. You see the sour gas right here. So it's not that difficult anymore. But it's supposed to be hard. But yeah, outside of that, I'm using Sweet by Type, Pliers, and Smart Mod. None of which are game-changing. The Baator mod is the only one that I'm using that's game-changing. Hope that helps. No, you said, I see you over there, or something along the lines of that. After you said that, I said, hello. To a dupe, I think. Oh, I see. Ah, yes, Baator. Oni easy mode. Pretty much. It's a good time. I can't complain. I'm playing Baator after watching you the other day, and I found a use for helium. Not sure about other materials. What are you using the helium for? Synthetic gas, I haven't found a use for yet, and same thing with mercury. Synthetic gas doesn't work on any of the generators. And mercury, I don't know what to use it for, because the stats are really garbage. 0.1, good conductivity though, but the specific heat capacity means it's not a good liquid medium. Helium is a good conductor. Are you using that in the... Helium is a really bad conductor. This is pretty garbage. The only thing it has going for it is the low condensation point. So you could use this to make liquid hydrogen, I think. Yeah, Emily has the same thought. But outside of that, yeah, I don't have really much use. I see a Curbs. Curbs just wants to inhale the helium and start singing Justin Bieber. I see you over there, man. That's torture, alright. That's torture, alright. Oh, they did this? Oh, that was fast. Alright, so let's get this. And now I could cut this up. Oh, let's go. And then this bridge is gone. Now our lines are free! Hell yeah. Alright, so we could basically free up the lines. I could do this now. That goes like this. That goes like that. This gets cut. That gets cut. This gets cut. I don't want that on, so we'll just deconstruct both of these. We could use the bottom line later. Should be good, though. And then I want to cut this so that I could still pump into the supercoolant line. This goes like that. This goes like that. Cut that. And it should be good. Nice. Check the conduction of hydrogen. It's lower. It's lower. All gases are lower, I think. 1.623. Oh, compared to the other gases, it's actually good. Yo, it's still pretty. I mean, even if it's a good conductor, it's still pretty bad. That's the thing with that. I feel bad that that's considered a good conductor. I mean, it is what it is, though. Alright, so we have one empty bubble, which we could keep empty. I don't think we need to add another one, but we can. This should be fine. Add helium effects? Dude, that could be a mod. That honestly could be a mod someone makes. Not even gonna lie. Someone could make a mod for that, man. Modify the audio files. Have a helium mask for the audio. I'm saying, man, it's possible. It's possible. Alright, so we're gonna wait for the supercooler to come in. Afterwards, we're pretty much almost gonna be done. I don't think there's anything else we need to worry about here. Everything looks to be correct. So I'm a safety save. You never know, right? Safety save. Balloon buddy, yodeler interaction. I know, right? Helium balloon goes up ladders, double speed. Oh, dude, come on. It wouldn't be a balloon. I would love to have that be like a balloon suit. Doubles the jump distance of your duplicates. They wear an Atmos suit with balloons tied to the back. So when they jump further because the helium picks them up. That'd be mad funny. That'd be mad funny. Alright, I want to say this is fine, right? Oh, I have to reroute the power. That's the only thing I need to worry about now. So this is here to pump. I need to get the liquid in. Okay, so we will seal it up soon. I have to wait anyways for a lot of the other things. Oh, and I need to get water into here. That's another thing I need to do. Jumpsuit flapping arm like a bird? Dude, that'd be funny. Give him the Yoshi animation. You guys ever play Super Mario? It's Mario Day, by the way. If you guys are not familiar. It's March, M-A-R, 10th, I-O. Mario. And you do the Yoshi animation. They're flapping their wings or flapping their hands and they get a little bit of airtime. That'd be pretty funny. What are you building right now? We're building a sour gas boiler. We're building a sour gas boiler. So we're using the heat from the magma and then we're going to pull that up the diamond tiles right here. The heat's going to basically attach to this. And then when that happens, we are basically going to drop off the naphtha via the liquid vent. That boils the naphtha that we have right here, which is basically liquefied plastic, into sour gas. Sour gas becomes methane. Methane becomes natural gas. If you do this method, you actually get more power. And if you need the natural gas for buildings like the gas range right here in order to cook the nice food, this is going to be available. So we're just doing all that to take the sour gas and process it another step. And then becomes a fuel source. Oh, look at that. We're done. Okay, so no more supercoolant, please. We still have a ton of supercoolant. Okay. We have too much supercoolant. Who would have thought? Okay. It should be fine, though. So next thing we got to do is this. I think this is ready. So let's start looking at the power. So we're going to cut this now. So this is at 240, 120. That's very minimal. So this is at 1800. So the only problem is I have one item on this too much. This is at 14 plus 240. I could move the pump over. And I think I do. So, let's change this very minorly. That goes like this. This should just be steel, because I can. And then we cut this here. We cut these two. And then that goes up top like that. This allows me to do this. This goes up, and then this goes like this. And then I should get rid of that. Alright, I could still get into here. Now I could remove this tile and the turbine. And I wanted to have a bottom emptier in here. Now we're not going to run a temperature plate for the turbine radiant pipeline. I don't think it's going to be necessary. And I will say this, I am winging this. So this is not going to be a super well efficient design from the box, from the get-go. What I mean when I say that is that it's going to work probably, but it's probably not going to be as amazing as it can be. Not going to be as amazing as it can. At least I don't think it will be. Did you grab any neobium? I did not. I did not. I could go grab it though. All I have to do is fly over, and it's literally just right here. I could literally just grab it if I wanted. The vacuum is still there. The nice vacuum. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I had to sneeze. Had to mute the mic. Alright, are my dupes going to get stuck here? I don't think they are. Alright, so this is going to be sweep only super coolant. Now we're going to sweep this up, and then we're going to bring that over. Alright, so that's good. So the bridge is done. Alright, now I need to get water into here. Alright, so we need to change this. Autosave lag, let's wait. It's funny that the tiny amount is more than enough to anything you need in the game. There's pretty much no reason to tame the volcano. Yeah, it's weird. They probably did that as a challenge, to be honest. Like, hey, can you tame the Niobium volcano, man? It's pretty tough. Reality is, it wasn't really that bad. Alright, so when I bring water through this way, it's not gonna boil, right? Just want to make sure. If I bring water through this, it's not gonna boil. That'd be pretty cool if it doesn't boil. I don't want steam to be released in here. That'd be pretty devastating. Alright, so everything's good. I don't think we need to sweep anything else in here. There's something in here, but that's about it. And then super coolant. Need to mop this up again. Alright, I could seal this now. This box, finally. I still like the one way I tamed it. Just use metal pile underneath. Dude, man. How did you do yours, Cthulhu? I don't remember. Didn't you use a robo-miner? The Yobo Volcano is great. It's a beast to tame, but it's worth it. 5x the output of an average metal volcano and counts as both refined and ore. It's pretty good. It's an alternative to steel, basically. I just wish you could actually have that substitute steel. Like, there's some of the buildings that require you to be made out of steel only. That'll be kind of cool if you could substitute that. What generator uses sour gas or is converted into something? Sour gas gets converted into natural gas. So let's go through some of the math. So the main pickup of the power that you get from this is not from the processing of the resource, because you don't get a one-to-one turnover. What you get is you get a efficiency pickup with the resource type. So basically, the reason why a sour gas boiler is beneficial is because you generate more overall power, but not more overall resource. So what I mean when I say that is that when you feed in petroleum into a petroleum generator, you have to feed in 2 kilograms per second, and then you get 2,000 watts per second, assuming you use the wattage. So that turns out to be 1 watt is 1 gram of oil, right? So 1 kilogram of oil gives you 1,000 watts. That's the ratio, basically. 1,000 to 1,000. So if you go to natural gas, you get 90 grams of natural gas, and that gives you 800 watts of power. So that's already a 10-fold. It's not really exactly 10. It's like 8.9 times more power, I think. 8.9? 8.9 times more. Because that goes 1-to-1, right? 1 gram equals to 1 watt. This is 1 gram equals 8.9 watts. So this is a lot times better. So what happens is that when you make a boiler and you convert oil or any of the other things along the chain, you convert that into petroleum. If you use a boiler from the magma, so you manually boil it yourself, you actually get 1-to-1. So your 1 kilogram becomes 1 kilogram petroleum. Now, same thing happens. When you boil petroleum, you get sour gas. It's still 1-to-1. Now, the thing that happens in this state, sour gas. When you chill sour gas back down to methane, the sour gas into methane process has a byproduct. So when you chill it down, sour gas and becomes methane liquid, you get something called sulfur, I believe. Or is it from methane to natural gas? There's a state change here where I think it's a percentage of the mass gets converted into sulfur. So it's not 1-to-1. So you don't get all of the 1 kilogram you initially put in to become natural gas, but the ratio of the power consumption from the generator makes it so that it's still better. So that's the reasoning why. Oh, there are a few buildings that require steel, and they can be substituted with niobium. Oh, that's cool. You know what would be awesome? They give us a map that tells us there's no iron on anywhere on the map. And we have to use niobium as a substitute of steel. Can you imagine if they released a planetoid like that? Can you imagine if something like that happens? Oh, that's why they make that. Cool. Thank you very much. Gotcha. Alright, no one's doing this, right? Yeah, so we're going to deconstruct this. Sweep that. That's almost done. Supercoolant's in here. We got to get the pipeline connected. Now we're going to have to add in water. But before we do, I want to make sure everything is plugged in and okay. I am going to be removing this. I only need this room to be sealed at the moment. So I think I should be fine. I just have to hope a dupe doesn't walk inside and lock himself in. Minus 169, minus 124, it's pretty safe. We're running the supercoolant line here. That's on top of supercoolant, so this is not going to freeze. Turbine's going to maintain temperature. This is going to be the pre-chiller that's supposed to be at negative 124. After it goes through here, the rail of the sulfur should be around minus 160. So when we sweep that, it should move out and chill it even more. Same thing with the natural gas, which is why it's on the second end. These two, the sulfur and the natural gas coming out, should be closer to that temperature range. Now, because of the ease of access, I am going to temporarily make one of these. Not because I want to, but because I think I need to. And then this is kind of hot, so I should set that up with insulated on the side. Should be good. I'm kind of surprised you haven't found natural thermium tiles. You know, was thermium always in the game when Baator Mod came out? That's something I'm actually not sure of. That might have been a factor. Maybe it is, maybe it wasn't. But I'm not actually sure about that. So this is good. This got built. Everything else seems okay. Let's go for another diamond tile. After that, we could seal this up, seal that up, and then we're basically done. Seal this up afterwards. We got to sweep that first. So now what we need to do is we need to cool the supercoolant temperature down. Shouldn't be anything difficult for the most part. All we have to do is just lower the temperature and wait. I thought Therium has been in for a long time. It's only been in since this DLC, right? Like, was the Baator mod a thing before the DLC came out? I guess that's the question. Because if they made the mod and Thermium was added in after the mod was made, maybe they just haven't updated yet. At the same time, maybe the mod maker is planning to do that in an upcoming one. Who knows? I have tungsten. No thermium, though. Tungsten is the closest I get. Tungsten looks nice, man. So clean looking. There we go. Okay, so we're waiting for this, and that's going to be where we're going to move out my natural gas. So, for the most part, we'll just do a simple setup. There we go. Did the wooden force thing on the right finally finish planning? Oh yeah, it did. I'll show you right now. Give me 1 second. Alright, so we're just going to move out the CO2 really quick. This actually might be super cold, so I'm just going to use super coolant for this. This is so weird. Super coolant used for infinite storage. It's such a weird concept. And our forest. Oh, my grubs died. No. Why are my grubs dead? And we have no new grubs? Come on, man. Where are all the grubs? The grubs are all gone, dude. Oh, man. All right. So we got to kill the Sweetles. This guy is lost. I don't know what he's doing over there. Oh, it's a wormling. Save the wormling. Any other wormlings? Oh, there's one in the back. Don't attack him. Don't attack him. We need the grubs, man. They're all dead. They're hanging out here. Rubbing the plants. Giving us eggs. But the other levels are empty. Feels bad. So this is a natural farm. We're growing sleet wheat here. And we're growing nosh beans. And the moment we get the natural gas from here, we are going to make curry, baby. We're going to make the curried beans. Look at this. We have tonic root. Shout out to Uglarvis, man. We're going to have a feast of curry. Oh, there's too many delectables here. Yeah, why is there 5 of them? Alright, so who has the lowest amount of cacao? That guy has to die. Oh, he's got to die. You gotta go. Oh, you gotta go too. And I think this guy's gotta go. Alright, we gotta kill 3 of them. We have too many in here. They can't keep up. Like, we can't keep up with the food. Oh, are we out of regolith? Dude, my regolith is way too freaking hot. We have steam here at 100 degrees. What is this? Alright, so we're going to have to get some cold regolith from this side of the map. So, we're just going to sweep specifically regolith for this. So, filtration medium. For some reason, that's at the top. Alright, that's gonna be a lot of cold regolith. Oh, doesn't this become water? It does. Steam becomes water. Oh, this is gonna be jank, dude. The salt water here. Oh man, feels bad. Asmadar, did you see the wild farm though? It's chilling. It's chilling. And we're missing the headpiece for the Great Monument, and then we'll be done. Do you have a way to pump in your sour gas from the infinite storage? Yeah, it's gonna be right here. So this line right here is gonna be where we're gonna pump in. So we're gonna just dump it into the high pressure vents, and we're gonna pump directly from the room. So we're not gonna pump it from the infinite storage yet. We're gonna pump it from the room first after we filter everything. And after we do that, we will start doing the other step of pulling in the naphtha line, which is gonna be here. But this is sealed up. Let's get some water in. And then I should seal this up as well. So right now we're doing the pre-chill step. We have to get the supercoolant to the right temperature first. Otherwise, it's never going to work. So we have to prime it up. That's going to be the step we're doing right now. This diamond's ready. We can seal this up. This is in a vacuum, so I'm not really too worried. And all we need to do is get some water in here so the turbines and the aqua tuner could start rolling. And then once we do that, we'll be great. Alright, so now we need here is supercoolant. We're doing this so that we could get a infinite pressure, and I'm worried that if I put oil here, it's gonna freeze because the natural gas could be very, very cold. Wait. Oh, that's water. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. Just don't drop the water on the floor, dude. The floor is kind of hot. That's 80 kilograms? Mighty Stoosh, man. You gotta work out. Come on, man. This guy came in with a personal-sized water bottle. Personal-sized water bottle, man. You gotta do better than that. Gotta do better than that, my dude. The floor is lava. The floor is pretty hot. It might not be lava. It's pretty close. Alright, so he's moving that up to here. I gotta pay attention to this. And then we drop supercoolant here afterwards. Alright, so we have it here. So it starts with 60 kilograms. You saw the number pop up. So we drop 3.8. Now we drop 6 kilograms over 8 tiles. Perfect. And that is... yeah, we should be good. A little bit over 1,000. I could actually use regular vents for this. Always lucky. So now that we have that, I'm gonna start vacuuming this. Since we have a liquid on the ground, we're able to just keep that there and just build on top of the vents. The moment I remove my bottle emptier, we're gonna put another plastic vent there. There's no gas there anyway, so we should be fine. Super coolant here for the liquid lock, and then what we're gonna need to do is just vacuum this out. Simple stuff. Grab some more petroleum. And then from this side, we just need to power this. So this was only 80 kilograms so far. It's not enough. So how wide is this? 7. 7 times 2, 14 times 100. So 1,400 kilograms, right? Because I want... wait, no. 14, no. Times 100. Yeah, 1,400 kilograms, right? That's what I want. And divide them by 2, so I want 2,800. Am I wrong? I think I'm wrong. I think I am wrong. Liquid lock supercoolant? Yo, man. I wish it was a flex. It's not, though. This is necessary steps we have to take. This is necessary steps we have to take. So if I want 100 kilograms each, so it's 200 times 7, 1,400. Yeah, 1,400. 1,400 kilograms with 200 per tile. Okay. So this is going to be water, waiting for the deliveries. Come on, you guys. We need some more water so the turbines can start running. Oh, we're building that. Good, good. We're not doing this to flex. We're doing it because it's necessary. It'd be like that sometimes. Oh, come on. You didn't build it? Come on, Clash. You gotta stop slacking, buddy. Feels bad. Nice. Okay, so now you're not stuck. There we go. That's a vacuum now. Good stuff, good stuff. Super cool. It's actually pretty heavy, so I don't have to worry about that displacing. Bottle of water. We are still at 11 kilograms per tile. One bottle of 200. So we should need around 1180, 1120. 1120 kilograms. Let's go, let's go. Watching your base grow from zero always amuses me. I learned a lot, dude. Hey, I got you. Let me know if you have any questions along the way. I'd be happy to help. But just glad you guys are able to enjoy. Because to me, man, I'm just playing a video game. I'm just happy to have people to share it with, man. But thank you guys for always being here and being part of the crowd. During some downtime, can you explain the infinite pressure storage thing? The gas or liquid one? There's a lot of variations. Is there a specific one you want to check out? There's a gas one, there's a liquid one, there is a solid storage as well. If there's a specific one, just let me know, and I could get to it. We're waiting for this to get primed up anyway, so we actually have some downtime right now. Nice, Marie. Got the big vent. Oh boy, lol, not a specific one. I haven't done any of them in my run. Okay, so you just want to learn about the infinite mechanics. Yeah, we could go over that right now. Okay, so I want to make sure we don't add too much water first. So I'll go over that very soon. We're almost done with this one anyways. So now we're at... So I want to be at 200 kilograms per tile down here. I think it's going to take some time before we get enough, right? Because it's 7, 200. That means I get around 20 kilograms per delivery. Yeah, okay. 20 something. Okay, so let's go over infinite storage. All right, the first one we'll go over is gas. Gas infinite storage. So, gas infinite storage is the one you see me building down here. A lot of the times you want it in a vacuum. And the reason why is because you normally are only able to hold one gas type in the infinite storage. So a lot of the times your infinite gas storages are a single color. So it normally requires you to pre-vacuum it out so that the presence of a second or third gas is never going to be there. So you want to make sure to build tiles to fill it up the room. When you build tiles, it displaces all the gas or liquids inside. And if you have no other tiles to move it to, it gets deleted. This happens to both liquid and gases. So that's what we're doing right now. We're pushing all the CO2, and you can see the mass go up as we're doing it. Since we pushed that out, this went up to 11 kilograms, up from 8. So now, as we keep pushing this, when it gets to this tile, we actually delete all the CO2. So that's going to be what we're doing right now. Once we do that, we could deconstruct this, and then it's going to be a vacuum. Now, that's a normal step, but that's just more of a procedure than the mechanic itself. A squared, what's good? I see you over there. Hope you're doing well. Hello, hello. Happy Fridays. I see you over there. Hope you are having a good one. But what's good, A squared? How are you doing today? So, let's go back to the ones up top. Now, how does the mechanic work? Let's actually talk about that before we get into it a little bit deeper. This game utilizes a one square grid right here. You can see that there is a box around my cursor, and that is, if you go to the gas overlay, there are individual entities that are exactly that one square shape. In this game, each individual entity, regardless of its type, will exactly take up 1 square at the bare minimum. That means regardless of the mass, there is a minimum mass and there is a maximum mass. The minimum mass is, of course, 1 microgram. Anything less than that, and it just becomes a vacuum. Anything more than that, it's just going to operate as a normal single entity. Once you get up to the maximum tile range, you're going to have to be forcefully split into a second bubble, right? So the single bubble versus 2. So each thing in this game has those values with the occupation of the tile only for that specific entity and nothing else. So you don't have mixed gases, you don't have mixed liquids, you don't have mixed compositions of anything else in this game. So because of how that works, we take the gas vent right here. And this gas vent specifically has a value that says it overpressures once the environment over this 1 tile building is over 2,000 grams. Now, this specifically applies to liquid and gases. So, the solid items like the seeds right here is not going to impede the vent because this is considered a debris tile. Debris tiles basically stack indefinitely. Alright, before we get into that, let me check up on my water really quick. Yeah, we need at least 1 more delivery, if not 2. I'll probably wait for 2. Alright, so once we get back into this, the trick is we need to allow the gas to exit the vent. Now, since the vent overpressurizes, and this is something that happens normally like this, you'll see an X on the vent, and the gases in the line won't be released because there's too much gas pressure already on the tile. So when that happens, the gases don't come out. What we need to find out is a way to forcefully release the gas that pumps in. I don't have any gas pumping in, but it's going to release if it can. In our case, there's no pressure limit, so it can. Now, how do you achieve this? It's actually pretty simple. Same thing. So these vent pressure lines, right? We actually trick the system. So you can see that we have a layer of liquid at the bottom where the vents are. These specific ones overpressure at 20 kilograms. And if you go into your high pressure vents, the overpressure limit is at 20 kilograms, right? The liquid here is at 12. So that means the vents think that they're never pressurized. The second thing we utilize is gravity. Since the gravitational pull is top down, the liquids will always fall down to the bottom, which means liquids are always heavier than gases. That's just a property of the state of matter. Since that happens like that, and there's no such thing as a gas that's heavier than a liquid introduced to the game yet, we could easily just trick the system like this. The game thinks that it's not pressurized. When a gas gets spawned on this tile, the liquid pushes the gas up forcefully because the liquid is heavier. So it will spawn, the liquid will push it out, and then it will just keep releasing the gas. So that's how the infinite pressure works. We're tricking the system to allow us to overpressurize. Now, another upside is that the gases in here, regardless of the mass per tile, cannot break any of your walls, right? So we don't have to make a special design. The only thing we really do is have a liquid lock so that we don't get mixed gases, because that's going to be a problem. And in my case, temperature transfer too. I don't want that to happen. So you can see that we have very good temperature control. Very ice cold or very hot, depending on the type of gas we have inside. And you can see that my room with the power generators is very temperate. It's around the warm to hot zone, depending on where you're at specifically. Now, liquids are a little bit different. Yep, we're good. Liquids are a little bit different. And that's because liquids could eventually break your tiles. I'll show you an example once we're ready to crack into our sour gas boiler, because we're going to actually have to do that. Right here, you can see the abyssalite taking damage. That's because the magma at the bottom of my map is pressurized. Magma stacks up to 1860 kilograms per tile, meaning that the magma down here at 2000, it's pressurized. So that means if the wall holding the magma down is less than 3 tiles thick, it's going to break the tiles. So when I mined this out, I had this be 1 tile thin before I placed the window tiles on top, and you can see it's taking damage. Water pressure, well, liquid pressure, I'm sorry, not water specifically, but liquid pressure in general will always do this once it pressurizes too much. So in order to combat that, we have an infinite liquid storage right here. Right here, this is a variation. You could see that we have about 30,000 kilograms per tile of naphtha. And to give you an idea, naphtha stacks up to 870 kilograms. So you could see that this is almost, 500 kilograms more than max. This is a couple thousand tons more than max. So it's pretty heavy. So this liquid right here is not breaking my walls because airflow tiles are indestructible by liquids. So that's the one thing you need to be able to accomplish. You need to be able to have an unbreakable water tank. And there's two ways you do that. You could either use airflow tiles for the liquids because liquids don't touch the walls, or you use doors. Doors are unbreakable. If you're trying to hold a liquid though, you can't use the pneumatic door. Since gas and water just flows through it, you have to use either the manual or the mechanized airlock. These don't break, so you could use that as a wall to make your water storage as well. The other method is what I alluded to earlier, 3 tile thick. If I had a 1 tile infinite storage, a great example would be the nuclear reactor I have right here. You guys don't know what this is. This is a nuclear reactor that I made custom. Look at the radiation on this baby. We get 24,000 rads, not messing around, and this is constantly up, so it's pretty good. We have an infinite storage tile right here of 300 tons of nuclear waste. Now, this right here is infinite storage for a single liquid. When you have this on a single tile like that, if I were to replace that tile with a window tile, right, as an example, to make sure that doesn't break, you have to have airflow around it, right? Another thing to have that you could do is, it doesn't matter what type of tile, you could use any type of tile, but you need 3 tiles of it in the 4 directions of north, south, east, west. So no diagonal tiles will matter. Top, down, left, right. If you put 3 tile thick into the... Oh yeah, not mesh tile, of course. Not mesh tile. Of course, you got to be able to stop the water. But if you put this here, it doesn't break because 3 tile thickness is indestructible in this game. I believe that's only true with liquid pressure. I don't know if meteors actually destroy that, and it should. But yeah, that's how that works. But yeah, that's infinite liquid. There are a lot of different designs, I will say that. And the ones I show you are just the ones I have available at the moment. But yeah, I know specifically infinite liquid storage, there's like 5-6 designs. Gas storage is like the same thing. A lot of different methods. Okay, so let me catch up with chat really quick. Hopefully that answered your questions, Tasmadar. Let me know if you have any new questions. One time I had an angry dude punch the wall of my CO2 singularity tank and released 240 kilograms of CO2, which snuffed out the base pretty fast. Oof, huge rip, man. Destructive dupes are scary, man. You gotta be careful with those. The gas tries to spawn in the gas vent tile, but the game looks somewhere else to place it and places it next to the liquid. Same end result, but the liquid never moves or considers its density compared to the gas. Okay, I see A squared. Also, always be careful with singularity tanks. Air pressure may not break the tiles, but the dupes can. You gotta manage the stress, man. Just gotta manage the stress. I see you with that though, man. That's a bad problem to have. So much naphtha on Baator. Yep, a lot of naphtha, a lot of nuclear waste. Airflow tiles can't be broken by pissed off dupes last time I checked.